frame. I think we have a
Oh,
good frame.
we have a great
I
frame.
think we have a good frame.
We have a great frame. Good morning, everybody. Here we are with Village
Here we
Vibes
are.
again. Before we get started, I have to send out a shout out to my Miss Kate, though. So Liz went to our beautiful young lady. I could claim her as mom
Yes,
too,
you
can't
can.
I? Because
Yes,
she
you
kind
can.
of sort of is. Love Miss Kate. So, I have to claim her as one of mine because she's so tough. She could take me. I'm old and she's tough.
She is pretty tough. I just
So,
had to check our sound. We're
oh,
good.
good. So Miss Kate went to state wrestling.
She did.
This little gal is a junior this year. She took
Fourth.
She's so good, you guys. She's so good. So we're so proud of her. We're so
It was
very proud.
fun. I'm kind of excited that the season's over. Get a little bit of a break,
for just
but
a second.
she's so excited to not go to practice tonight.
I bet she is. Oh gosh, they work so hard.
They do.
You don't see a lot of the behind the scenes for what all these littles do.
Yeah.
That are in extracurricular activities at school, and not only for them, but it's a lot for mamas too. I mean, it is a lot. They go to school early, they stay late, they do extra practices, and so good. You get to have a half a second.
We get to have a little breather, and then dance competition starts for my other daughter. So then we start.
And what's Mr. Wren doing?
He is just being dragged from thing to thing. He's my 7-year-old, and he did really good at state wrestling, and he likes to watch wrestling, and he's like the team mascot. Like all the girls love him, and it was pretty cute.
He's so sweet.
It was fun. But poor little Red, he's kind of just dragged around. He doesn't have many interests in sports and stuff yet, but we'll see what he ends up doing.
It may be gymnastics. It may be, you never know.
You
just never know what sometimes they will like. But yeah. So last week was our anniversary. Right?
Yes, it was so much fun. Did people come get cupcakes? Because I had to leave.
No, you know what? I finally had to take those home, and Stan ate them all. Actually, I think there might still be one or two in the box, but I mean, maybe a couple of them, but no.
Dang it.
And they were Oreo cupcakes.
Yeah.
The people said they were good. I don't want cakes, but they said they were good.
They were good. We had fun on that episode, though.
We did have fun on. So shall we do that?
Yeah,
first?
let's talk about some of the comments that people commented.
Great comments. Comments. And Liz and I were just talking about one because we showed that 10-minute table runner.
Yes, we did.
And one of our lovely customers commented and said she likes to give those for wedding gifts. That is a great idea because, as we all know, quilts are kind of pricey to make and give as gifts. I mean, not that you don't love whose wedding you're going to, or you wouldn't be going, right? But if you have, be careful what you start. All I'm saying is, so our Susan Wiley, she started making them for all of her nieces and nephews as they got married. Oh,
yeah,
and we're talking about queen size quilt, big quilts.
Yeah,
that's
a big commitment,
a huge commitment. So I think the table runners were a great idea. And our Heidi that works here years ago, she said to me, when I'm going to a wedding, I like to make something fun for the couple for the next holiday. So like if they're getting married, well, let's say around Valentine's, then maybe she would make something for Easter.
Okay.
Or St. Patrick's
I was thinking
Day,
May, you could do something for 4th of July.
Right. Yeah. So the next kind of holiday that's coming up. And I thought,
such a good idea.
That's a really good idea because, most of the time the bride and the groom, they get all of these useful things. They get 10 mixers and 12 toasters, 5 crock pots,
waffle makers. That's what we got. We got like 9 waffle makers.
Do you love waffles at your house? Now
I do love waffles, but here's the ironic thing: the one we kept that we didn't return broke like 6 months in.
Oh no, you should have kept a different one, or maybe just keep a backup.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
So I thought that was a really unique idea.
Yeah, I love that idea.
That to me, because I thought, you know what? That's not something that most people think of. They're going to maybe want to decorate their house a little bit for a holiday. So I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, I love that
idea. So that was a really good comment on there. And so we have some other really good comments as well. And we are going to do our drawing today. And whoever wins it, now, if you don't live local, we are happy to drop the gift certificate in the mail. You can use it on the website.
Yeah, you can.
If you win it and you're not from real close and can't come in, you can still use it.
Yeah. So if you remember, the contest was commenting which episode was your favorite. And one thing I did want to mention is we had one person who commented on YouTube. So we do, I might have missed one or two here but I think I've downloaded all of them and put them on our YouTube channel. And so if you want to watch there, and I've actually had, I'm trying to remember, it was a customer like 10 days ago, and she said that's where she watches them, is on YouTube. And so anyway, those of you joining,
does Facebook, right?
Yeah. So those of you who are joining us live, obviously, are watching on Facebook because we don't go live on YouTube, but we do download those pretty quick and put them out there. So
because there's some, we don't always just jibber jabber. Sometimes we actually put useful information on there, like how to use different tools, or you know, or we do try and give them some information, useful, right?
Yeah. Well, and lots of people commented. The person who commented, I think her name is Julia on YouTube. She said that she liked we were showing all the finished project of the classes we were offering. So that's kind of fun to see all the different class offerings that we have. And we're kind of right in the middle of this quarter. We kind of plan classes by quarter, and we're kind of right in the middle of that. But we definitely still have openings in classes, and you can always go check our website for that.
The website and see. Do you know what I get to do? I think it's Thursday. I can make tinny runners. I got to make some blocks for my tinny runners. I want to make some blocks.
And today I'm taking the rope class, and I think it's Friday I'm doing the crumb class, which is so this is a busy week.
This is
I might just leave my machine here.
You got a sleeping bag? You can sleep at my house. I have an extra bed for you, Mrs. Come on to my house. Your family may not like that a whole lot.
I don't think so.
No, but not. No. They want you to use that waffle iron, so maybe for breakfast.
So what else?
We have some great comments for us, Miss Liz.
So, well, first of all, I think a lot of people love it when you dress up. I don't think they love it when I dress up, but they love dressing up.
So they're used to crazy friend. I love Halloween.
Yeah, and someone did comment at the Halloween one. Yeah,
because those witches, weren't we fun?
We had fun with the witches costume.
Fun with the witches.
Watching Mary keep that wig on her head. If you have not watched that one and you need a laugh, go watch the Halloween episode. You can either go find it on YouTube or here.
Because Mary's very serious, and she will pop that thing up there.
That was a good one.
Heavy though.
It was. It wasn't her fault. It was just funny. It was really funny. So that was a good one.
It was good.
And we had several people comment that they liked the episode where we talk about the weird things we use in our sewing room, like the muffin tin.
Yes.
Like I'm trying to think. We had like the magnets that we get from Harbor Freight.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of all the weird things that we mentioned.
So, and I will look for this and we'll talk about it one time. My sweet friend Bonnie, that we used to go down to Bryce Canyon, that did amazing retreats down there. She came up one time and taught a little class for us about being Scotch and all of the different kinds of things that she would use. And my friend Nina, so you know those real fancy applique tools? I'm trying to remember who they're by. Is
it the Appliquick?
Yeah, I believe so. Where it's the nice big metal thing that you use for turning. Okay, so my friend Nina, she just uses one of those fingernail. I think they're called an orange stick.
An orange stick.
Yeah, she just uses that and turns under. So there's so many, but maybe another time.
Yeah, we could do that one again.
I'll find that list from Bonnie and from Miss Nina, and we'll talk about some other different fun things that you can use in your sewing room. That, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me a good sewing gadget.
Yes, me too. I do.
I love me a good sewing gadget, but there's some other things that work just as well for much less the cost, and give them a try before, especially the applique, because that's really a pricey one. Try one of those orange sticks first, and then if you love it, then you may want to invest in something a little more. But anyway, so we will continue to try and give you some useful information.
Oh, one shout out I did want to do is Lynette mentioned she loved the one about the featherweights, and my husband came on for the featherweights. And so I did read him that comment, Lynette. Thank you for calling him out. That was cute.
That was
that was a fun episode. He did a really good job.
He's really gotten into these featherweight.
He
should have
has.
been here Saturday. Oh my gosh. Saturday.
Your class?
Oh, goodness gracious. And I felt bad. We had one lady that brought a Singer 99.
Did she not realize it wasn't a featherweight?
I don't know that if she did or not. She didn't. And she's like, well, this is the wrong class for me. And so I said, do you have your manual? And she's like, no. And I said, it's okay. We can ask the Google. Oh, you can ask the Google anything. They know it all. They know whether it's true or not. They'll let you know. So we pulled it up, and then she did find your manual though. So we were at least able to find all of the places to oil it, and I showed her how to clean it really well. But it went 2 hours longer. We had, there were 7 in the class, and we had a few little, cutest story though. One of the little ladies that came, she had found a featherweight for $100. Now that's unheard of.
Right.
They told her it didn't work. Liars! We got it working.
You got it working?
Oh, you bet I did. Well, first of all, they had the wrong belt on it.
Oh, well, that would do it.
And it was, she was a dirty girl. So we got it all cleaned out. We got it all, and she just, the lady was so excited. So it was really fun. But yeah, Ken
that's
would have fun
exciting.
Here on Saturday.
Yeah, he probably loves it. And he's not afraid to get dirty. So
I love it. In fact, I think it took me until this morning to get all the
your fingernails.
Under my fingernails.
And April mentioned at the beginning we had some technical difficulties. And April, I totally agree with you because I am not a recording expert by any means, and so I have learned, but I've learned a lot over the years, or over the year, I guess I should say. And so we understand that we have had technical difficulties, but I think we're getting better. Knock on wood.
Is this real wood?
I don't know if this is real wood or not, but I'm knocking. And so yeah, sometimes you have to realize we are much better quilters than we are recording studio people. So anyway, but thank you for sticking with us, April. And she just commented that she watches them later, and that is great. Right. And did you know when you're watching them, at the bottom there's a little gear, and you can put us to 1.5 speed, and we start talking really fast, but you can watch us faster. So sometimes I watch them back just to see if we had difficulties or anything, and I always watch it at 1.5
I did not know that. I'm going to have to try that because I bet it would be hilarious. But could you really watch for all the laughter you were doing? I don't know. Yes.
Sometimes I think I talk fast already. Nobody needs to bump me up.
Right.
So should we draw?
I think we should draw.
So we have everybody in here that commented, and shake them up.
Pull it out.
In our very fancy red Solo cup.
Oh, here's a tribute to Toby Keith. Right?
That's true. Good timing.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I have only one.
I think you do too.
Only one. Let's see. Drum roll, please. Oh, Miss Pam Checkett is our winner. She's
and read her comment because we didn't highlight that one.
Oh, this is a really good one. So Miss Pam said, I have learned so many helpful tips, especially about the chalk marker. It has been the best thing I've used making by Annie bags. You're the best. So that episode was our friend Laurie that talked about our by Annie bags. So we've had some amazing people come on.
We
really have. Most of them are my staff, and I do have the best staff in the whole wide world. They're not my staff. They're my family. They're my people. So Miss Pam, congratulations. Miss Pam,
I'm so excited.
And Pam is a local lady, I know.
Perfect.
So we'll give you a call too, Pam, in case you're not able to watch today. We'll give you a call and let you know that you were our winner for today. And thank you for listening. Thank for everybody for commenting and watching us, because we are fun.
We are a little bit fun. Let's see who's with us this morning. Okay. Jordan is with us this morning. Hello. Good morning. Jordan. Marianne is here. And Marianne, you've joined us several times. Thank you. Same with you, Jordan. You watch a lot.
Yes, thank you.
And Pam Davis, she says, should get your quilt today.
I can't wait. So I saw that the other day, and I'm like, Tuesday's coming right on up. It's our, you know what it is, don't you?
It's the new Kim Deal one, right?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We have to show this next week.
Yes.
We'll for sure show it to you next week. Pam does a beautiful job, and she's so quick. I just send her stuff and it's like almost immediately it's right back. And this one had a lot of piecing in it. This is
yeah, I
this
did.
is going to
And
be a
tons of
beautiful
applique,
quilt.
and it's going to
Yeah,
be so
we're
exciting.
so excited to see this. Thank you.
Well, and I think we should mention the quilt behind us.
Oh,
So
isn't it
a couple of
gorgeous?
weeks ago, we got to see, Aaron showed us this before it was quilted. And so, do you remember we saw the border and everything? So this one's available now, and it's called Indigo and Cheddar. And so you can buy it on our website. I'll link it. But it's a beautiful quilt. Here, let me see if I can pan up just a little bit so you can see.
See the top and the borders.
It's really pretty.
It's such a pretty one.
I set up in front of that quilt on purpose so we could show it. And
good job.
Had to remember to show it.
Good job. Good job. So our little Erin, she's an amazing little quilter.
She's so fast.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
She's good. An Alaska quilt.
Well, we showed that last week, and a lot of people commented that they loved it.
We did, and we picked out the borders. So the border that is on the pattern,
we decided it was a little busy for our taste. A lot
busy. Well, yes, so it took away, so on the pattern, it's just a computer generated one.
That's true.
So it looked great there, but when we actually laid the fabric on, it kind of took away a little bit from the center. And all of Erin's beautiful piecing that went into that center, it didn't kind of give your eyes a place to rest. It just was busy all over. And so we changed it, and I think we did a really good job. I think we did a really good job.
Well, Erin did a really good job. We just had to pick some fabric.
Right. But we can take the credit.
Fran can take the credit.
And then we got another beautiful one in, and I said to Erin was looking at it, she goes, oh, that's really beautiful. I said, oh, you ready to make that one too, Erin? She's like, well, I'm going on a retreat next month, but maybe if I get my stuff done for that, because I really do like it. So stay tuned for Erin's next
one. We'll show you.
We don't give her real easy ones to do.
Okay. I only pick the easy ones.
Oh, I force upon Erin the hard ones. I say, here, Erin, you do this one, you do this one.
Don't put me on that list.
Not today, because you got little still at home that you have to work.
Pam is watching. Yeah. Oh, you went! So thank you for watching.
Yes, we're so excited.
So come in or call us if you can't come in quickly, and we'll send it to you.
We'll just send it to you, sweetie. But we'd love to see your beautiful face again.
Oh, I'm so glad you got to see live that you won. That's exciting. That is
exciting. That is exciting. So, okay, should we talk about the next exciting thing?
Yes, we should.
Okay, so we mentioned it just kind of briefly last week. So, Shop Hop is coming up.
Shop Hop is coming up. I was going to open my calendar so we can tell them the dates for sure, because I can't remember.
Oh, good. It's April, isn't it the 26th through May 4th, if I'm not lying?
You are correct.
Once in a while.
Good for you. I can't remember those dates like that.
Once in a while. Well, it's etched in my brain because I know what all I have to do before that. So we wanted to just kind of talk for a second about all of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes to get ready for the Shop Hop. And this is just not just me.
Oh, right.
This is every shop that's involved. There is so much work that goes into putting this part. Now, I have to say, though, I'm still working on Lynn and the coconut bra and the grass skirts. He said that might not be a good vision. I still got a couple months, right?
What if we could find him a t-shirt or something
with coconut bra on it?
Yeah.
We should look. We should try and do that. We should look. But so just a little bit of that backside. So right after we finish Shop Hop, we have a meeting. So Shop Hop finishes on a Saturday. We usually will have our meeting the beginning of the following week. We draw all of the prizes then.
Yeah.
We have a little potluck and we all say, we survived again. We did it one more year. It was such a success. And then we have a meeting about a month later. And so at that meeting, we say, okay, get prepared to come back next month and we'll pick our theme for the following year. So we do. So we come back and everybody puts in ideas. We think about those. We come back. We go to our, well, I do, and I think most all of the stores do, go back to their staff and say, okay, here's the themes, here's some ideas, and then we kind of, this is our favorite, then we go back and we choose, and it's done very nicely. So we draw names out, and you just pray that the theme that you've chosen for your store, nobody else has picked first.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you have to go to this meeting with like 2 or 3
yeah,
at least.
some backups.
To, in case what you had planned gets chose. Maybe another store thought the same thing would be great. So we all go back and we pick what our store wants to be. And we've already told you that our it's for bucket list this year, is the theme, and ours is a trip to Hawaii. Now, I didn't want to go to that island, though, when it was having a burned up. So I think this will be a really nice, kind of a touching tribute to Hawaii. And so I really wanted to do Trip to Ireland, but I got outvoted. See how it happens? Just because I sign checks doesn't mean I get the final say around here.
I tried to tell her she could have it, but she didn't take it. But Hawaii's going to be really fun.
Hawaii's going to be so much fun. I'm going to just show them.
Okay,
you get a sneak peek.
And go that way. There you go.
Okay, that's all you get. That was enough. That's all you get. Our Shop Hop quilt is already made.
Yeah.
Not only is it made, it is quilted. It's waiting for because our Lynn made it this year. It is so gorgeous. I can't wait for everyone to see it. But our Roxy quilted it for him, and Lynn is in Amsterdam right now. So I know.
That's right.
Life is rough for him. But as soon as he gets back, it will be
bound.
And here is another little thing that our friend Pat forced us to do years ago. So there's so many things that you have to do before Shop Hop comes. You have to have this, and this, and this. Well, we would fly in there by the seat of our pants so we have to have our quilt finished. When I go to our meeting next month, our quilt has to be finished. Our patterns have to be written. And, I used to cuss Miss Pat. I'd be like, oh, Pat, because that's when we were doing them in June. Why do I have to have this done so early? The good news is that thing is done early. Now you can concentrate on the other things.
Cross something off your list.
Cross something off our list. So now I do still kind of cuss her a little bit, but then I tell her
you see the light. You see the wisdom, right?
You really do, because then it's just done. And there's so many things. We pretty much redo our whole store. We do. For this. There's a lot of decorating. Samples. A lot of decorating goes into it. We party. So we do. We party. We have prizes. We have drawings. We have the free pattern. I mean, there's so much involved. So much involved. So you've got to get all your patterns printed before. You've got to get all of your patterns ordered for all of your quilts that you have. And you have to try to look into your crystal ball and hope that you have enough of everything for everyone. In years past, as we've sold out of stuff, we've just pulled it down, because I don't know about you, but if I go into a store and I see a beautiful quilt that I fall in love with, and then they tell me, oh, we're sorry, we don't have anything for that anymore.
Well, and we do sell out of things. And what Fran mentioned about the crystal ball, we don't always know. We don't ever know. We don't ever know. Sometimes our Shop Hop quilts have been gone the first day, the kits. Sometimes we've had leftovers by the end. We just don't know. We don't know what's going to hit with people. We don't know how much money they're bringing. We don't know. We don't know what order they're doing it. So if they've already seen things, there was one year, one of the very first years I went to Shop Hop. I don't think I even worked here. But there was a kit that I saw at multiple stores, because it was just the one that was out. It was a Thimble Blossoms pattern. And so it was really, really popular. And every store we'd go and I went, I love that one. I love that. But I was such a new quilter, didn't have a lot of money. And at the very last store we went to, it was on sale.
Oh, you see, sometimes.
And so then I went, okay, the universe is telling me that I have to buy this.
You know what happens to me is I see it.
And then don't buy it.
And go back and
it's gone. I know.
So you lucked out.
I really lucked out. I had pretty much decided that, okay, this is not for me. But now when the last story was on sale, I went, yep.
It is.
Yep.
It's my turn.
Have I made that? No.
But it's not moldy or anything yet.
No, it's not moldy.
Waiting. So this is a good thing. So so much goes into this. I mean, we have already sat down several times to plan, how we're going to decorate, what we need to do. And we've many ours go in fact, all of the hard work to me really is before it actually starts.
Oh, yeah.
Because once it starts, it's party on.
Well, and then it's fun because we're talking to customers and, you know.
We get to dance and dress up silly.
And we're tired by the end of every day, but it's fun once the customers start coming. And now it's just the work part, you know. It's but that's just like any vacation, any big event that you have. You have tons of work in this.
Do I have enough clean underwear packed? Right. Did I remember to bring so and so's medicine? And do I
do I have my passport?
All of those things go into planning this. So every single store that does Shop Hop, thank them when you go in, because I know a lot of times you don't really realize how many hours and hours and hours actually go into planning. Like we meet several times a year to plan our Shop Hop, to kind of talk, make sure we're all sort of, I mean, and every shop is unique. It's so cool. So you may go into a store and see that same quilt in several shops, especially if it's like a box kit, maybe like that we just purchased from a company. But open up your eyes when you go to each one of them and just see how different and unique each one of those quilt shops are. Every one of them has something different to offer. And you know, I really feel like Utah, we are one of the few states that has as many designers, I mean, if you Google from big companies like Moda, I'm going to throw them
Riley Blake.
So Moda, the number of designers that they have that live right here in Utah are kind of surprising. It's a lot. So we have such talented people, beautiful designers. We have amazing quilters in our state. Oh my gosh. Some of the quilts that my people bring in and show us.
Yeah, it's lovely. I love to see them.
So many. And we do love it when they come in and show us.
Please bring show and tell for us.
And sometimes I'll have customers say, oh, I just picked up my quilt from my quilter. It's out in my car. Well, why is it in your car? Get that in here. We want to see it. And they're like, oh, you really don't. Well, we really do. We love seeing everyone's quilts. And I don't care if it's something you got at my store or someplace else. Yeah. We just love to be supportive.
I get so inspired by seeing other people's work. And it may not be something that I ever really want to make, but it inspires my own creativity to go home and to work on my own things. So let's work together. Yes. Let's help each other.
Let's do. So so kind of enjoy and take your time at each of those quilt shops. Really take your time and look around and see all of the effort that those shop owners have put into putting on this party for you. And
well, we know so many of you don't make it to the stores. I mean, if you're from way down south, this may be the only time that you come to our store. And so we love that we get to see you at least once a year. And, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't make it down to Springville very often at all, but I love to go to Corn Wagon. And so, you know, it's fun to just kind of see you guys as you can get here and then put it on your calendars because the date did change just a little bit. So again, it's April 26th through May 4th.
And this is the Utah Shop Hop, and there is in fact, I need you to help me do a blog, a post today for after you're done with your class. There is a website. Oh, squirrels. Do you see how my mind works? There's a website that tells all about it. So bounce on over there and take a look at that.
Yeah, I'll link that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think that's it.
We've done a great job this morning. And tune in next week because guess what? We're going to talk about.
Which one?
I think we should probably talk about our. Oh wait, they could probably hear me.
They could probably hear you.
We'll join next week. It's gonna be, I forgot I have a microphone on, so whispering doesn't really work. So join us again next week when we'll have something fun for you next week. I think you're going to enjoy listening. And Liz had some great ideas for me this morning. And so,
actually, I need to talk to you about next week. Next week might be someone different. Next week, my daughter Kate is going to be on the news on Tuesday.
That's right.
So we've got to figure out how to do it. We'll either do it late or we'll have someone else. Good Things Utah.
Is it on 11?
She's going to be at the 9 o'clock hour.
Oh, you're going to want to watch it. This is a really interesting story. I forgot you told me about.
Well, we didn't have a date yet, but now I do. It's going to be next Tuesday. So we're going to figure things out. We'll see what happens next week. We may have to do Village Vibes late.
Yeah.
Or someone else can do it with you. We'll figure it out.
Next,
to be determined.
So, until we get to see you next.
Some of us next week. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We hope you all have a great week. Do something fun for yourself this week. Maybe pull out one of those UFOs that, it's a good rainy day.
Yes, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow too.
Good day to get out some sewing. And
yes,
some
it is for sure.
Yes. So, 5-10 rule, like we always like to tell you. So, and be extra nice to yourself because you all deserve it. And have a great week. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks for joining. Bye.
Bye now.